Welcome to on-track training of the mobile app, part 5, transfer item. So we just finished going through the view item list and the fact that the mobile app that you have and your location represents all the assets, consumables, and commodities that you're responsible for. So you don't want to give an asset to someone without transferring it out of your system so that the company knows you no longer have it and you're no longer responsible for it. So the way we do this is we're going to hit the transfer item button, and there's a few ways to capture the items that you want to transfer. The first and the most common and fastest method is the barcode reader. So you're going to click on that, and essentially you're going to scan the tag. And it's fairly quick. As you can see, it gives you a count, and you can scan multiple items at a time. When you're done, click done, and it'll populate the 2 items that we scanned. You can click on the items by viewing the details, and you can also remove individual items if you don't want to actually transfer it. So the other way that you can add an item is by typing in the 8-digit scan code. Not a common way, but if you ever needed to, you could do that as well. So we've added these 3 items. Now, if for instance you just wanted to get rid of this transfer list, there at the top right there's a garbage pail. Sometimes you get distracted or something comes up and you're out of your transfer. When you go back in, it's still saved, but if you just wanted to delete that, as you can see at the bottom, everything's removed, but you can undo it if you want. We're going to go ahead and we're going to just actually scan this again. So we're done, 3 items. So if you're good with that list, you can now hit the arrow. And now the next thing we need to tell it is the location or the destination. Who is going to be taking this and what location are they responsible for? So you want to click on their location. In this case, it's going to be our warehouse. And you want to click on who is responsible at that location. And we're going to put that in. So return date, you can set the system and the asset to have a specific return date. Now, if you need this item back in a couple of days or whatever the time frame is, you'll actually get an email when it's due to notify you that this asset is with X individual on X site and it's time to get it back. Most of the time, you won't need that. And then transfer notes, it's really important. Companies may have policies on what they want to have in here. If you're returning something to the warehouse that's broken and there's specific information you want them to know, you can put that in there. Most important thing is destination, where is it going, who is it going to, and once everything is good, we're going to click on the check mark, and as you can see at the bottom, transfer has been executed. Very simple, very easy. So that's how we transfer assets, by scanning the barcode on the tags. So transferring consumables and commodities, slightly different. So we're going to hit the transfer button, and at the very top there's a search with a plus on there. And so consumables and commodities aren't tagged individually. Your company may have a barcode booklet in their warehouse or shop. In the field or on a truck, you may not have that. So if you've got a particular piece of commodity, and let's say it's scaffolding, right, you can now do a search of this. So if this is the correct item, you click on it, and here's where it tells you how many do you want to transfer. And let's say you have 5 on your sites, but we want to send 2. So we put 2 in there. We hit OK, and we're good. So then we're going to go back into our transfer list, and we have two of these particular commodities, the scaffolding, ready to transfer. If you're good with that, you hit next. And here's where this difference with consumables and commodities is: you need to tell it where you're pulling the actual commodity from. 9 times out of 10, when it's your mobile app, you're pulling it from your own location. So in this case, it's my warehouse. And again, where is it going to? So I want to send it to this job site. That's the employee responsible. I click transfer, and transfer is executed, and I just transferred that commodity. So the same thing works for consumables. If by chance you're moving consumables around, it's not common, but it's done the exact same way. So that concludes part 5, which is transferring from location to location.